Hey, it's your boy. Hey,
Hi.
hello. Welcome to our first episode of Q&A. I'm pretty sure. Today, of course, we've got DiamondFox with us today. One of the coolest guys ever. Say a.
A.
A. Awkward, really, I think.
Yep.
But yes, you've been working on the Sparks for how long, maybe? How long? Like 3 years? 2 years? Oh yeah.
2 years, I think.
Great series of games. Do you think there's been like, hasn't there been like 3 different series with all the
I think so.
remasters and all? But hey, I haven't even released a single game yet. So I have a bunch of interesting questions here from everyone,
Okay.
such as Nicholas has to say, what are your thoughts and opinions on a possible Sparks 5?
Well, I don't think I'm gonna make a Sparks 5. Unless if you're saying like a sister location, then I might.
Yeah, yeah, maybe, because what I was thinking is that can't really make a Sparks 5, it would be a Sparks remastered, I think. Because you started a new series, new
Yep.
remasters. God, I've only done a stream like one other time in my entire life. It's a bit. Um, Outland has a question which was, why did you even bother with this?
The game. I don't know.
Ah, okay.
It's
Outland, what is this question? I don't think I quite know. Another. God, we don't have many questions actually. I think I might have to ask some myself. But I can't. Someone says, what do you think about custom nights?
I might add them for fun.
Yeah, I find them a bit difficult to program. There's one here which I don't understand, which is it is able to do models. I assume he's asking if you made the models yourself.
Wait. Yeah, I don't know what you mean or what this dude means.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the question. If he's watching, maybe he could send us the question. I think this is going to turn out to be quite a short live stream. We don't have many questions. I think Glitchy Man is asking, are you able to submit a drawing of a character in the Sparks? Oh, we got some really interesting questions here. It's not as many as I thought it was. But so I have a question myself, which was what inspired you to make the Sparks?
That's kind of hard.
Ah,
Mainly
okay.
Scott Cawthon and JJ Coaster.
Ah, okay. Cause yeah, I remember JoJo Coaster was quite an inspiration for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Back when he was around. Hmm. Oh yeah. So did you were you making any fan games before the Sparks, or was that really just sort of your first one?
Sort of my first one.
So you never really had any before that.
I don't think so. I have made different fan games, but they were deleted.
Oh, there was that Fredbear's Family Diner one.
Yeah.
A lot of people criticize for some reason. Oh. Do you have any plans for any new sort of games to branch off on, or you just working on?
Maybe a Five Nights at Freddy's 3 like Scratch Edition or something like that.
Oh, okay,
I
so
thought of making one.
oh, okay. Nicholas can't comment on the stream because he doesn't have an account, but he's asking for your opinions on those nights at Bobby's.
I reckon it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I did play it, but like I didn't really understand some of it, like the mechanics and stuff. But it's a pretty fun game to play.
it is pretty fun. Yeah, it's gotten banned so many times, so. Another question. Someone asks here, make costume nights, maybe? I think he means custom nights. But I think we've already talked about that one.
Yep.
Nicholas is asking me to try and explain the lore of those nights of Bobby's. I don't actually, to be honest, I don't actually know the lore. Sorry, Nick, I don't know the lore of those nights at Bobby's. There's someone asked me a question on this thing, on the project. I don't know why someone's asked me a question. Someone's asked, but Mr. Fox makes the second one.
Wait, what?
But Mr. Fox makes the second one.
I think he means like making
Sequel.
a second game of the Sparks or something.
Is there much you can really say about the second one, or is there not really much to say?
Well, there's a new animatronic that's... Yep.
That's all you can really say?
Yep.
Ah, okay.
I haven't really got that much ideas for it.
Ah, okay. We haven't got many questions here, to be honest. I thought there was going to be more questions, but Scratch rejects Google Forms, so I couldn't set up a form for people to submit questions.
That sucks.
I know it was a bit annoying, and there's one here for Robin Thar's games, but it can also work for you as well, which was do you remember your old games and are you still proud of them?
I remember some of my old games. Some of them I am proud of, but some of them were just copied, and I don't really like them at all.
What sort of ones were you proud of?
Um, I've made so many remakes I can't really remember.
Ah, okay.
Some of them I haven't even shared yet, or didn't get to share, that I kinda like.
Ah, okay. Drurillo's on the stream. He asks. He says, ask him. That was the question you asked him. Ask him solar panel. I don't know. I don't know what that means. If you check the comments, it's here. And on our final question from the Scratch project. Can you make the twisted animatronics and give me the link of all models?
I don't think I can really do that. Give him a link to all the models. I don't have a link to all of them.
Yeah. Well, that just about ends all of the comments on the Scratch project. I was hoping there would be more, to be honest, but
I think we made it a little too early.
yeah, I didn't think it didn't really get off the ground.
And we got 89 views in the project.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, well, hopefully next stream, next time I do it with another person, it's going to be better.
Yep.
I hope so, because I'd like to see more comments and custom nights and moral commissions. Oh, Nicholas, he's asking me if I can pop quiz you about the lore in Those Nights at Bobby's. He says there doesn't seem to be anything else we're going to talk about.
There might be some questions that I haven't answered that I was supposed to.
Okay, like what sort of...
There's a dude here that says, will the Sparks world ever come to be?
Ah yes, the Sparks World.
That depends if I get Game Maker Studio 2. Then I'll start making
Yeah, cause
that.
yeah, cause Scratch was never really built for something like Sparks World or anything. Uh-oh. The stream is dying.
Yep.
It says it's not receiving enough video to remain smooth streaming. It's in the red. Alarms are going off. But was there anyone was it ah So you're inspired by Scott Cawthon and Jojo Coaster to start making the sparks and those sorts of.
Yeah.
Well, where did you originally get your style? Did you originally get your style from Jojo Coaster, or?
Well, yeah, sort of. My style used to be like Drew's.
Hmm. Um, Nicholas keeps on asking me about explain the Tanabn law. I'm sorry, Nick. I like the game and all, but I unfortunately don't know the lore behind it. It's a bit sad, I know, but yeah. Oh yes, PS PS4 Ethanol just Outland is asking how annoying was Sparks remastered to make? Was there any sort of roadblocks or?
Well, sort of. Like, I tried to make a save system, but it didn't work. That was pretty annoying. A couple of AIs. Um, it wasn't really that hard to make.
Ah, okay. Because I've tried making AIs and they're just so annoying. It can be so irritating sometimes. And I just think, how can these people make AIs? It can be so irritating. But how long was the Sparks remastered in the works for? Did you sort of start it after you finished the fourth one, or was it a little bit after that?
It was a little bit after that. I was planning to make a Sparky's location, but I decided to remaster the Sparks because the other remade one, like the 5th remastered version or whatever, I didn't really like that one too much. Same with the Sparks 2, so I decided to remake them
Ah, okay.
again.
Okay. Again, the Sparks remaster of the remaster of the remaster.
Yup.
But Nicholas has another question, which is, why aren't there any walking transitions in the Sparks 4? Don't know if that's a bit rhetorical, but
I don't know what he means.
well, he says there wasn't. He asked why there isn't any walking transitions in the Sparks 4, like between the like Fight's Phrase 4, where you
Oh,
can, yeah.
well, I did try to make that, but I don't know, but it didn't work.
Yeah, they're a little bit annoying to make, and they sort of
Yeah,
they can use up a lot of space.
and like, whenever I tried to make them, when I did the animation, it just looked so bad.
Ah. Yes, and he has another question, a good question, which was, what do you think you'd be doing if Fight's Phrase never existed?
I don't know.
May
Probably playing on Xbox all the time.
ah.
Or doing something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to come up with questions because people want me to keep the stream going. Ah yes, okay. One question here from Drew Rillo is, does Solar Panel's voice sound deep or what? but that's not really a question. Um, his other one is, what's your favorite Scratch fan game?
Jesus, that's a little hard.
There's so many. There's so many.
There's so many fan games. There's like really good ones. Some of them need a little work on. That sounds kind of weird. The hell.
It's just so many of them. It's a bit difficult to say say your opinion on the best one.
I don't know. There's so many fan games. I like a lot of them.
Do you have some favorites?
I don't think so.
Didn't really prepare much for the stream, did I? I just sort of decided, okay, we're streaming. Another question is, what got you into FNAF fan games?
What made me into it?
Yeah, what got you into it?
It was just a random day at school, you know. It was lunchtime, and I went up to my friend. He was playing Five Nights at Freddy's 2 on his iPad, and I was like, "Oh, what's that? That looks pretty cool." He's like, "Oh, it's this game." So I decided to play it, and it looked really cool. I might have crapped my pants a little bit, and that's what got me into FNAF.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I think I originally heard it as someone dared another person to do it at school. That's how I originally heard about it. God, this is a really awkward stream, I think. Gotta be more prepared next time.
Um,
I'm trying to read through some of the comments, hoping for another question to keep it going. God, this is a bit.
Someone says, "Will the Sparks Remastered ever be 3D?" I think that's already been answered.
Yeah, because of the with the Smash remastered 3D.
Yep.
That's the thing I know.
Someone says, "How hard is it to make the Sparks?" We already answered that, I think.
Yeah. Where you finding these questions? I want to find some
Oh,
of
it's
these.
my own project that I didn't get to answer.
Oh, okay. Okay, on the project you shared about it. Okay. As another question was, what was the most horrible thieving incident you experienced? Like people taking your models and things.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I've been that like angry or upset that someone took my models.
I think it's mostly just JoJo Coaster got a bit annoyed about that.
Yep.
I got a grand total of 5 viewers and 0.5 messages a minute, and Outland just spamming lel.
Someone says, "Are you gonna make a Christmas special?" I don't know why I would do that.
Christmas special. Sounds like it would be interesting, but
Having Santa Claus coming to kill you.
I'd make an interesting game, I think.
Have to feed him cookies so he runs away or something, I don't know.
maybe that's an idea for later on.
Five Nights at Santa Claus.
Remastered.
There's about like 10 remastered versions of it by me.
Yeah. Also, here's another one, which is can you finish Fredbear's Family Diner? Because
Nope.
I remember you made that at one point, and a bunch of people criticized it. I don't know why. I think it was something to do with
It's because some of the mechanics, they were like similar to Drew's, and the main menu was copied by Geezer and stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's probably the main reason why I'm not making it and people are criticizing it.
Hmm. I got an attack of spam coming from Outland on Skype.
Someone says, will there be 5 nights? Well, if... there won't be any 5 nights in Remastered and the Sparks 2, but if I make a sister location, it might have 5 nights. Maybe.
Ah, okay. Because making a system location game with 5 nights would be, I'd find quite difficult. Because you know me, I'd overcomplicate it into an oblivion. Another question we got coming in is what's what's the worst fan game you've ever made?
That I've ever made or ever played.
Well, we could go on to the worst fan game you've ever played, but the question is what's the worst fan game you've ever made?
It'd be the first project I ever made, which was the Sparks 1. All
Oh
you could do
yes.
is play on the menu and pull up a camera. That was it. There wasn't any AI or AM.
Hmm.
You couldn't beat the game. There was only like 1 or 2 cameras, and one of them only worked.
It's amazing.
Yep.
Because I'm looking back at your first projects, and it starts off with the Sparks 3. And
Oh yeah, that's because I deleted a whole bunch of my old projects. Don't know why. I kind of regret doing it, but it's already been done.
oh, okay. But moving on to the more questionable one, which is, what is the worst fan game you've ever played?
Uh, there's a lot of bad ones. Oh.
There's so many.
I think I know what the worst fan game I ever played was, but I don't want to be like really rude.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can understand that. But do you have any knowledge as to how the Sparks 3D is going?
Well, we haven't really started like coding it. We're still making the textures and stuff. Well, my friends are making like 3D stuff, whatever they're doing,
Oh, okay, so it's,
like the
it's
models and all that.
still in the models phase.
Yep.
Um, I'm I'm trying to find more questions. It's a bit tricky. Someone says another game? Question mark.
Well, yeah, there is another game. Didn't
Do,
really have to answer that anyway.
do you plan on doing like the Sparks remastered 1 to 4, or you plan on just stopping at 3 or 2?
Just two.
I think there's so many Sparks these days.
I know.
Nicholas has another amazing question, which is once you are finished with the Sparks once and for all, what do you plan on working on next?
Probably that FNAF 3 Scratch Edition or whatever, 2D edition.
Okay. Well, I think I'm out of questions, but I don't know if there's any more. Overall, I think this has been a great stream. It started off really well. We actually managed to find a lot of questions. Yes, Outland is saying in all caps, "Come on, say the worst game you've ever played." I think that's
Okay, well it's a scratcher that left like a couple months ago.
okay. I think they did. I think you're all determined for an answer. I think.
Okay. He made a couple games. I can see him right now. One of the worst would be probably One Night at Wilfred's.
One Night at Wilfred's. I don't think I've heard of that one before.
No, not Wilfred, it's Wilford.
Wilford. So that there you have it. Outland, so the worst game he's ever played.
It was one of the first and one of the worst. That was kind of cringy, but you know.
Okay. And I think this is the last question I think I can find, which is, do you think I am spamming the live stream with my questions? I think it's fine. They want to know the link so they can torture themselves. They want the link to the 5 Nights at Wilford's.
Alright. He's made 3 of them.
3.
Yeah, there's a first one, the second one, then a remastered one.
Okay. Best games ever.
Alright.
By the way,
Oh, I didn't.
most of these questions were asked by Nicholas. Just saying. So thanks to Nicholas for all these questions.
I can't send the link.
Oh,
Okay.
oh no, we can't. We can't find out the worst fan game ever made.
Hang on, I'll send it here. If I can.
Okay.
Yeah, I can send it.
Oh, and one last final question I can find. Do you think the live stream is dead inside?
Yep.
Yeah, I say it's pretty dead inside. Well, I don't really know where else to go with this. I think we've asked quite a few questions on the stream. We've gotten quite a few answers on the stream.
Yep.
I can see the thumbnail for One Night at Wilford's too. The eyes are staring into my soul. Anyway, so yeah, thanks for talking. It's been interesting talking with you. Finally, I've met someone from Australia who I can actually talk to. Not at 5 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, thanks for coming on the stream. There's a bunch of people asking me, telling us to not go.
Wait, who's telling us to not go?
Nicholas, he's asking, what's the worst thief you've ever encountered? 10 out of 10. Best question. What's the worst model thief you've ever encountered? I'm not sure if you can. Would you be able to answer that? Because
Well, there's this one dude that threatened to report me just because I told him to give credit for taking my models.
I notice. This is my own story. I noticed one guy who makes this sort of stuff all the time. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want him to get. I know he's quite young. I don't want anything bad to happen, but I know him. He's stolen so many of my stuff. Like, he's stolen so many models of mine. It's so irritating. But thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on the stream with me. It's been quite a ride. It's been very interesting. I'm going to set up another vote for the next one. For the next poll for the next episode.
Yep.
Last question. Do you think this live stream will be revived under any circumstances? Well, for some people, unfortunately, this is only episode 1. There is more stuff to go.
Yep.
But yes, thank you for being on the stream with me. I think we might have to end it now, if you're okay with that.
Yep.
Okay then. Okay, thanks for being on the stream with us. And yeah, I think I'll have to end it here because my internet's dying. Someone saying the stream is gay. Okay, so thanks for coming on the stream. And
Yep.
yeah, it's been nice talking to you. Learned a lot of interesting things. I think everyone's gotten a bit out of this. So yeah, I think I'll end this stream here. Bye.